My poems are really happy. All right. This one. My husband Gary's son is older than my children, and he's married, and they had a baby girl a couple years ago. And it's funny because, you know, when you get to the point where your children are having children, it kind of changes your outlook on your life and how much time you have left, really. And so I kind of combined the idea of endings with mythology and came up with a poem called Legacy. And R.W. Sprizak, what's his magazine? Rice Fiction. Mm-hmm. It was funny because he said, he always puts in these really snide things on Facebook, like, if there's any more dead fathers, I'm going to slit my throat, all right? And so he said something about poems and poets because it's thrice fiction, right? And so I said, okay, RJ, I got a poem about a dead father that I'll send you, you know? And he goes, yeah, right. And so I sent him this one, and he accepted it. And I was kind of really surprised because he doesn't take poetry. And he just, I had to laugh at him because he was adamant that, you know, he was only doing fiction. He didn't know nothing about no poetry. All right, this is called Legacy, and it's for Addie. The river runs as the boatman rests, arms slick with the sweat of his toil. Just past midstream, we bathe ourselves in poetry, lace our bones into corsets of poems, slide the silk wrappings of words over our shoulders to cushion this coming of night. Today, an infant girl swims from her mother's womb toward a milky breast. In the same hour, 20 children sweep to the farther shore. No time to drop smooth pebbles as they passed. Their flute-like voices call over a vast distance. Darkness waits always just beyond the fire. This is the truth I would keep from you. At sundown, night tangles its fingers in auburn leaves that flutter through the San Marcos streets. A red-haired baby sleeps. Earth's breath strokes a perfect cheek. A poem's music flicks the first ripples of language that heals, that cries, that lives. This choice to sing with the tongue and the teeth. The sibilant S, the slender skin of mother sound wrapped around your tender skull. I love you, spoken just before a pink-lipped kiss. This ferocious love is the alpha, the omega. Patient Karen, eyes of flame-tipped blue, pulls his bark to shore. Shoulder-brushing silver willows, we wait to board. Because you have come, child of our child, we know he comes for us. Pens poised, we write our truths for the living on multi-hued paper. Tie strings of meaning to your tiny fingers. Will you these pages when we pass? Flesh coats unbutton in the slow dance of unbecoming. We are shades, backlit by copper-tipped waves. We step from these bodies, our imperfect shields, and drape them at last on the pyre. Words weave in patterns, the marks of goodbye, then rise with our smoke to a moon-wounded sky.